Hey, hello, Isaac.
Andrea.
I would really love to engage with you.
Absolute pleasure. Yeah, it's beauty. Thank you.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Samuel.
Hi. Really love to sit together.
It's a pleasure. Yeah, and you're welcome to talk and not talk. Just however it flows. There's no special way to be. Sometimes silence is the very best communication. Sometimes speaking. So see what wants to happen. Wonderful, Sonia.
Thank you so much.
Just reality. Hi, Anita.
Good morning.
Hi.
I would like to sit with you, and this moment there's a kind of freeze going on since longer than a day, and what I notice is that that I feel very ashamed about not being fully relaxed, even in relaxed situations.
Mm.
It's just easily triggered. It's easily too many incentives, and it's what basically comes up is a huge feeling of shame,
Mm.
and that gives me a tendency to hide. And when it's happening again, I thought I was over it, and I'm not. So I feel like an absolute beginner in just about everything, and I'm ashamed of that too.
And yet you're speaking it so beautifully. How does it feel to speak it?
Yeah, now tears coming up. Because I can feel so alone in this.
Yeah, and thanks for bringing it.
Mm.
And yeah, we don't have to, nothing has to be different. We just rest together with whatever's here and that. And we hold hands here. And the shame, and whatever's here. It's okay, it's all welcome.
Mm.
Nothing has to be different. Just it changes by itself, that much we do know. Everything is changing. Everything.
Yeah, this just feels kind of stuck usually, and it can
But
go on.
even that stuckness we can't hold on to. Because at some point we go to sleep and we forget about it, and then we wake up, maybe we pick it up again, but
Yeah, pick
at least
it
for
up.
some time.
And that happens too by itself. So
Exactly. Yeah, it's just like this thing is, this is what we have. And then somewhere it seems like there's somewhere to get to, or we want something different than this. And then the dance. But right here, right now, just this. Nothing to change. Just really, that's it. With gentleness, with curiosity. And there's awareness here, no doubt, right?
Pardon?
There's awareness here, no doubt. Yeah, it's here.
Feels like a newborn, like just don't know where to start.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. You just start here.
The vulnerability is scary.
Yeah.
That's why I hide.
Yeah, and yet at the same time, are there any other qualities to that vulnerability? Like when you look in a young baby's eyes, they're completely vulnerable. There's a certain quality to that that's beautiful. Yeah, same with any human being, there's that vulnerability. Yeah.
This is the place where I always easily get into wanting control. Because there's
In the
just
past, you mean? In the past?
Well, I can see it now. That is what's
but
usually.
it's not going there. But it's not going there at this moment. We don't have to worry about losing control because we can't lose something we never had. We've never had control. Life does what it wants, yeah?
I know that, but this habit of wanting control is such a nuisance.
Yeah, I understand. It's a funny phenomena.
Yeah, and it keeps happening. Yeah, not right now. But
And when you really look at what it is, it's something just tightens up and the thing that controls it. But it doesn't do anything. It just doesn't feel it, that's all. And, if we look carefully, we can see something doesn't feel good. And the function of that not feeling good is to try and avoid not feeling good. It's a funny mechanism, it is, From a certain perspective, it's really funny. From another perspective, it doesn't feel good and it's trying to stop feeling and trying to stop us not feeling good. So it feels very serious, yeah.
yeah, and I can't do anything about it.
No, just to sit together like this and see it. That's it, It's like somehow there's a willingness. Okay, whatever this is, it's here. Good, welcome. let's hang out with it and see it and feel it. And And there's so much other deliciousness when we just rest and start to feel. There's a lot of information that's beautiful.
Mm.
Yeah. For you, how does it feel in how we meet each other at this moment?
Energy is more flowing through my body.
Yeah.
I feel more gentleness, or there's more gentleness.
How beautiful, yeah.
And there's still mistrust in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
That's triggering these things also.
Yeah, so just honoring that, just that mistrust for a moment. And no right or wrong to it. There's just an old mechanism playing. And you just, no, I'm mistrust there. And then when you just look at that mistrust, you say, what's its function?
Keep me safe.
Yeah. And the actual feeling of mistrust, do you feel safe when there's mistrust playing?
No, I feel sad.
Yeah, and when there's mistrust playing, we don't feel safe at all.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't feel safe so that we can maybe feel safe later. It's a funny mechanism. Yeah, just to see it. Doesn't have to. Nothing has to be different. Just to see how it functions and what it is. It's trying to help us. It's just a bit confused. That's all. It doesn't help. So you don't have to. Once you can see it doesn't help, let it just play and do its thing. It's just like you don't have to fight it or argue with it. Just say, okay.
Still breathing a bit high, but it's getting better, more in my belly.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Do you sense any boundaries between us? No, it's just flowing, yeah? Life flowing, meeting itself.
It feels more solid now, flowing at the same time. And this solidness is also where you come from, it seems to me. So maybe we come from the same place now.
Yeah, I mean, just resting as awareness. It's just like it's really no effort at all because it's awareness is here, and that's everything else is just unnecessary energy in a certain way. And it's like usually we don't do that purposefully. It's usually something gets triggered, and then it runs for a bit or whatever. But then when there's just space for it, it just comes back into integration and harmony and ease. And that's ultimately all we ever want, is just to be at peace with us. Yeah.
Thank you, this is very precious.
Oh, so I love that you appreciate and see the value. It's just beautiful. Yeah, thanks, Annette.
Thank you all.
Yatrin, welcome.
Hi, good morning. Evening
Hey,
to you. Hey.
happy now.
No,
Yeah.
I wanted to share that this. I had this yesterday evening, and it happens quite often that I kind of feeling of fighting with existence happens, and I mean, it's when I look at it, it's really funny because it's like a little boy and like playing and wanting something to be in a certain way and getting kind of lost in it. And it's rather fighting against existence than flowing with. And I know it perfectly that it doesn't work like that. I mean,
so, like for me, what happens in this love affair is we start to come in touch with old information that never got met. So I'm sure that almost everyone, when they were young, had experiences that of not being met, of not being seen, of being frustrated. And so, it's like sometimes it leaves a residue, and when we start just being quiet, we come in touch with that stuff. But it doesn't mean anything about you. I'd say it actually means that you're getting quiet enough to notice some things that have been in the background that just never ever got met. And the beauty of meeting it together with another nervous system is just that. It's just like you're not alone in it. And that is so beautiful, just, and that everything can come. There's no judgment of it. There's no needing to fix it. There's no needing to do anything. Just simple loving presence together, and see what happens.
it's there's a lot of childhood stuff coming up, and lately a lot of.
So that's a good sign. It's a good sign. We don't have to look at it even. It comes by itself.
And it's funny. Lately, I always had the picture that before school, somehow life was kind of perfect, and I had this picture, this image, this beautiful image. I myself playing in the sand, and and now a couple of days ago, the idea came up. No, it wasn't. At that age, it was already kind of distorted. It was much earlier. It was like, I don't know when, but it was basically, it started immediately in a way that.
And even in the womb, it's like, if you think about our parents' generation, and relating is not the easiest dance to do. Intimate relating is not so simple, and they didn't have tools. They didn't know a lot of what we've explored. And so when there were dynamics playing between them, and maybe your little body was growing in your mother's womb, for sure it would pick up all that stuff, anger and frustration. And it's before any pictures, it's before anything. It just lodges somehow as pure information. And then as we get quieter, Yeah.
What's the beautiful thing about is that I have a kind of I don't feel it exactly, but it appears that that's somehow the origin, or that a connection to is a certain I can't really describe it, but yeah, it felt like that's somehow the origin.
Mm.
Before this.
Yeah. You know, if our parents kind of were, you know, unbelievably blessed to just be able to be at peace, our nervous system would have gotten the sense all is well. But for most of us, our parents didn't have that information. They didn't know it themselves.
Yeah, of course.
And so they were doing the best they could, and and our little systems were getting completely conditioned. So then, when that starts to show up, a lot of times we think, "What's going on?" You know, it's like I had some moments of really feeling good, and then this next layer comes up, or this next thing. Well, what is that? You know, I signed up for bliss, and this stuff is coming to trouble me. It's not like that. It's just, you know, because to the extent that there's presence and we just rest with it, and we just, you know, we just, okay. It's for the benefit of all beings. That's the thing, you know, because it feels personal on one level, but then you realize it's actually the same thing is playing in almost everybody. And so just here now, just here honoring and resting together. You know, it's just like getting subtle enough that the stuff can come, and you know, so it's like the maturity develops to where, you know, things that would have sent us crazy can come relatively simply. Yeah.
And it's also the couple dynamics. It's kind of it's changing so fast. It goes faster and faster, or up and down, and all kinds of. Then it's beautiful. Then it's oh, there's another layer. Oh wow, and then just in a few hours, the whole scenery. Of course, it changes in a second, but the layers it's kind of faster in a way. Like it's not for days. Usually, it's more for hours.
Yeah, and you know, that's the thing, is that it's like on our own, you could say our patterns are not interfacing with other patterns. And so that's the beauty of intimate relating, is that usually our patterns fit together perfectly. And so that's where the fire is actually. So, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
It's just beautiful. Let's sit together for just a couple of moments and just rest. And, just nothing to do, really. Just enjoy each other, enjoy the connection. Just whatever wants to show up is welcome. That's it. Don't have to look for anything. Don't have to. Just rest. I love how it's just getting vulnerable and real. So beautiful, Yatra. Sweetheart. Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Isaac?
Yeah. Judith. See.
There are some tears rolling here.
Oh, sweet, blessed tears, huh?
Yeah.
I think we're all getting naked and even approaching being naked, even of nakedness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's seagulls.
What did he say?
In the background, I heard some
Oh,
birds.
the seagulls.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Even when it's dark, because it seems dark there.
No, I thought I heard it coming from yours.
Oh, from me. That.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That could be, but my window is closed right now.
Okay.
Then you must hear through the window even. Could be.
No, here it's just at this time there's crickets. You can.
The crickets, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the sound of crickets.
Yeah,
Really
me too.
nice. Oh.
just dropping through everything. It's just exquisite.
Yeah. Mm.
Beauty to this.
Thank you so much, Isaac. It's so precious to have support. Really.
Yeah. Big luck.
Ah, so
I'm
lucky.
very lucky, blessed. Yeah.
Yes, we are. We are. Thank you. Thank you all.
Hey, Isaac.
Mattis.
Oh, sorry.
Hi, Isaac.
Hey, my man.
Hello.
It's my frog chorus here.
They're really loud.
Mm. What do you notice? Can you?
There's a lot of space, and yeah, I notice just some kind of deepening into the body, some kind of deeper feeling, so deeper sensing.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really beautiful.
Thanks, Matthias.
Thank you, Isaac. Thank you so much.
Isaac, can I go after Esther?
Sure.
Thanks.
Hey,
I only want to meet you.
Welcome.
Isaac, can you say something? I see.
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, did that bring? Okay, good. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. How is it for you?
Fine. It's getting deeper
Mm,
and wider,
yeah,
quieter.
beauty.
Thank you.
Thanks, Maria. Ah, Viola.
So, hello?
Can you see me?
No, yes.
Can you? Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
I have a question, but my English is not so good, so I hope we can understand. Understand?
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
There is a very big silence, like in a like like a storm where outside is Corona and so on, and inside and every time is the silence. This where is everything is okay and yeah, and also there is someone who watches this, who watch the silence, to watch be in the world. So, and my question is, I think that there is a deeper place without a watcher, or without someone who watch this. And how can I get in this space where nobody is watching?
Okay. So let's just play for a moment here. Right now, there's noticing, yeah? What you call watching. Yeah? And then see if you can find the watcher. You can find the activity of watching, but who's the watcher?
The watcher is not the ego, I think, but
So watching you can find, yeah, that activity of watching.
Yes.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah,
no
but
problem.
then who is where is there a watcher? So there's awareness of that watching activity. And now we're just checking together. No right answer, no wrong answer, just looking together. So now there's looking. Is there a looker?
Yeah, perhaps there's looking. Yes.
Only looking. Yeah. Good. Yeah. And observing, it's just observing. No observer, just observing.
And is there a
Now
place
just resting.
without that? Oh,
deep sleep.
Okay. So, yes, I think all the time I have to go in the deeper space where no watcher is.
Yeah, that's a thought.
And for you, there's all so a watcher, or
There's-
something
the-
watching.
There's watching, but no watcher.
Okay.
There's noticing, but no noticer. So as we're resting here now, just very gently describing how the flow is between these expressions of life called Viola and Isaac. Yeah? How does it meet itself? And what's meeting what, yeah?
Yeah, I think it is deeper and it's more like deeper and wider, and I think it's another space. Yes.
And what's Viola and what's Isaac?
Yes, there's both the same silence outside from man or woman or Australia and Germany.
Was my English good enough to understand?
Yes.
Okay.
So floating.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. Love meeting love, yeah?
Mm.
Thank you. Mm. Oh, Roger, are you reaching your camera or you're raising your hand?
Now I was waiting for hello. Yeah.
Hello.
I was waiting for you say good say something. I feel very neutral. And I was doubtful. Am I a little bit frozen even? Not even neutral, like no feelings, no sensations, but a little bit frozen to control a sort of panic. yeah, my daughter came to tell me that her father was corona positive 1 week ago, and she was there 3 weeks ago just for a visit in Hengelo, that's near the border of Germany. And she thought maybe I bring the corona there. I said, no, it's everywhere. It flies everywhere. Don't worry. But yesterday, her father reported her about, because he asked him, how are you doing in the app? And she sent me the message that he was not doing well. She sent him, okay, do you need some support? And she sent me his message that, the whole thing that he is, he is having a coughing and fever, but he cannot go to the hospital until it's getting worse. But I told my daughter, well, I know him, that he can make from a influenza a bigger, he is vulnerable, and I know from years ago that he had in the lungs trouble, and then he think he dies, something like that. But I think, okay, I didn't have contact since the beginning of this year, so I only sense, I feel worried that in the message I can feel he feels alone, nobody visits because he's in quarantine. But somehow I also feel frozen with the idea that my intuition says that, okay, let him know to take vitamins, zinc, and all these treatments, instead of that he is complaining that he cannot go to the hospital, as if the solution is in the hospital. I think it's not, but maybe when it gets worse, I don't know. But I was coughing also in March and in October. I was never tested positive, but he is. And and he messages my daughter, but she messages me, and I feel she have nervousity to deal with it or to do something. And I told her, don't do anything because he is in the quarantine anyway. And but send him a message. What does he need? Maybe that somebody do shopping, but he have people in the neighborhood there, I guess. Why he is involving my daughter, and my daughter involves me. And I get a bit frozen and also panic that maybe we have to go there at least to talk to him or she, but she is also scared, and she feels guilty as if she brought corona there.
These days you can talk on Zoom so nicely, or on Messenger, you can talk without needing to, whatever needs to be spoken about. If you need to, if she wants to speak with him, she can. Yeah, so she can talk with him like that.
Yeah, but he didn't answer. Then she sent me a message in the night that he didn't answer. I said, probably he's sleeping or meditating. Don't worry now. But I'm also worried that it is not going good there, because there is a big wave there in the east of Holland, near the border of Germany. But anyway, I don't want to identify with all this information. And also that I know he's not stupid, because he was many times with you in Denmark and in Amsterdam, and he is not stupid. But why he sent a message, I cannot go to the hospital until the fever is going up. So then I think, okay, we have to worry that he get more fever and then he goes to the hospital. But I think I can.
Don't let your mind play tricks if you can help it. If it's not a guessing game. It's just like, okay, if you feel you want some connection, then you can see if something in you responds or not.
Yeah, I will do, but more about my daughter, that she feels guilty That I don't know why. And also she feels, feel that she is kind of powerless. Do I have to do something? And I said, no, don't do anything. He is...
You know, your daughter's a grown-up woman. You can trust
Yeah.
that she can look for herself. If it's possible, you just stay quiet inside and letting your heart show you what you need to do. Your mind certainly isn't any help here.
Yeah, I also feel I want to stay neutral here. But then I feel maybe I froze myself. But I feel in the message, the frozen thing comes from him, that he is in panic or something.
Yeah.
And you know,
Can be. And you know, the thing is, keep quiet. Then if something runs to speak to him. But the rest, if your mind starts to spin around, it doesn't assist you, it doesn't assist your daughter, and it doesn't assist him. So the more you can be at ease, in a gentle way, without forcing that, or just by noticing.
Yeah, but I was also a bit angry when my daughter sent a message that he write in a way that she is responsible. Not really, but you know, he needs something, and then
So
I
just
think,
watch now. Your mind is getting busy again with it, and see if this is
okay,
useful or
just
not.
be quiet with it, and maybe I call him and check if it is really a death road he's going, because I feel maybe there are fears of dying. That could happen, yeah.
Okay,
And
sweetheart.
also about watching, you said, I am watching, not the watcher. I'm noticing, not the noticer. And the first hour when I was laying, then there is a passive state of listening, absorbing. And can that be that I was then also watching, not watcher, the watcher? Or sounds that a little bit arrogant?
No, then there's just hearing, and there's nobody that's hearing. There's just hearing happening.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah, and then some moment it activates to do, because you ask, who was it? I think it was Esther. You asked, is this a complaint? Is this a complaint or a report? And then my mind start to activate, like, many times people come with complaint where they need to report. And maybe that's also my complaint about my ex-husband, about the father of my daughter. He complains a little bit in the app. He reports his state of his health because I feel he want to connect with her or with me. But the complaint makes us feel guilty a bit. Instead of, okay, he report that he's not so well, maybe he goes to the hospital. Maybe he dies. Maybe he's fearful of dying. But I feel a complaint that that his needs are triggered somehow. He needs something. And then I get resistance.
It can be, and then just watch if your system complains about his complaining.
Yeah, that's... yeah, but my daughter does it also. So what to do then?
Yeah, so
if we all
just
complain?
watch with the sense of humor if you can.
Yeah, yes. And look like a global human being, not a Dutch attitude. I think complaining is something from the Dutch, from Holland. Complaining about...
It's pretty universal.
Oh,
it's pretty universal. Yeah.
And is that bad then? It's maybe, what is
No,
underneath?
it's just, yeah, that's it. With complaining, there's just, there's no inquiry, you could say. Complaining wants something to be different. So it's got an agenda. So it doesn't really want to inquire. It wants to change something.
So underneath, you're not accepting how it is.
It makes it worse. That's all that I know.
Yeah.
It just makes it worse. Yeah.
Yeah. And the inquiry, what would that bring then? If you inquire, I complain about others who are also complaining. What is then?
Then maybe then maybe your sense of humor comes back.
Yeah, maybe we can laugh. Yeah, but I feel really my heart is involved. That's okay. I know this man
nice.
so good, and I need to do something, but just to give my heart that we are available to support something.
Yeah, beautiful.
On a distance, 1.5 meter or 200 kilometers. Yeah, nee, I feel he needs maybe, but he's all,
nice.
The women are stronger anyway. That's also what comes up. Yeah.
Okay, sweet Urja.
Yeah, nice to be with you. I feel so reset again.
I'm glad.
Is it time now? Is it 11 or no? Not yet.
No, it's no.
The next one. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No.
Armin. Can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much. Thank you.